All right.
Oh, we're
Technically, yes.
I feel bad because I didn't post anything about the show tonight because I've been so busy.
You can do it now if you wanted to.
Still pretty busy, but sure.
Tag me in it. Tag me in it, and I'll repost it to mine.
All right.
I'll post it. There's a picture of Moira.
Eh? What, Jamie? Say it to my face. Do it.
There's a picture of you on this one.
Woo! Thank you.
Oh, it's a pillow. Are you sitting on the pillow? No, I'm sitting like
Wait, why are you whistling, man?
partially on my dress.
I just wanted to whistle, Jamie, but out. I just take after my dad sometimes.
Whistle while you work.
It's perfect. Sarah, are you posting it?
Funny, yeah.
Jamie,
Ooh.
What was that?
hell is
What?
Nothing.
Speak English if you wish to communicate.
I said nothing.
Okay. I'm speaking Hungarian if you guys want, but I don't think you'll understand.
Okay, I posted it, but I can't tag you.
What is she doing? She's dancing. Wait.
There's a song. You guys can't hear it, but it's playing.
This.
It sounded kind of like Queen, but I don't even know.
It's Foxy.
Okay.
Foxy Shazam. I'll change it because obviously I'm too distracted. Obviously dancing is way too...
Too much happening right now. Yeah, I can't do anything. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You could have danced with me. Just saying.
All right.
Let's do some of this. Let's do some of this. Woo! We'll do it twice.
9 o'clock.
Oh, it's
And
9.
we're all here. And we're on time tonight.
Finally.
So let's do an intro. Right?
Start with you. You've got
Okay.
2 people.
Okay, we always start the intro. So, hi everyone. We are on time tonight. No technical difficulties so far, which is awesome.
Praise my gods.
So we're here. It's 9 o'clock. A video cast. I am here tonight. I'm Vinyl Kitty. I'm here tonight. I have Xena with me.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello. I'm not This is Xena's first video cast ever.
Whoop whoop.
First time. First time. First time.
Where are the clapping? Sarah, you are off your game.
I did it twice.
Get a clap. 2 claps. Multiple claps. So, Christina.
Only the good kind of claps.
Xena tonight. I am in a. You can only see like my tank top part, but I am in a steampunk get up. I have a corset and a haltery thing and a big skirt. We were just at the Renaissance Festival here in Deerfield Beach. It is one of the biggest in the state of Florida. I guess apparently besides what, Gainesville, what we were doing today, but we'll talk more about that later. So who's next? Who do we have?
I'll just, get myself out of the way. I am Winnie, and I am dressed as Winnie today in a Kingdom Hearts shirt because I'm too lazy to do cosplay today. So you guys got a Kingdom Hearts shirt. I did my makeup for everybody. I think that's applaud worthy, but don't worry about it. On to the next one, because I'm boring.
I'm Kidum Girl Cosplay. I'm Sebastian again because I literally just got back from a convention and I'm not doing my makeup again. So yeah.
Yay!
So many claps. So many claps.
All the claps.
So today we had a couple of things that we wanted to talk about. We have another show and tell today, which is going to be awesome. We also we want to kind of talk about what kind of events are going on as far as like cons and festivals and stuff. I know that Kidum Girl was just at one. We were, like we said, we were just at the Renaissance Festival. I know that we have a bunch of them coming up as well. So let's just get right into that.
Hey.
Are you just the fawns today? I don't understand.
I am the fawns today. You know what? That's my cosplay. I dressed as Winnie as the fawns.
Be the fawns. Just cosplay as the fawns. Just do it.
This is my fawns cosplay.
Where's the leather jacket?
Huh?
And the slick back hair.
I have leather
You need a leather jacket.
jacket.
You need to slick your hair.
I have leather
You
jacket.
do one of
but
these.
I'm not sticking my hair back.
Hey.
Hey! Hey! It's the fun! Hey! Hey! Fair, good enough.
Wait, you gotta jacket. Hey.
I have a leather one, but I'm not gonna go put it on. I'm just not.
This truly is Nerd O'Clock.
Okay. All right. Well.
You wanted to talk about what just happened this weekend. You just went to, what is it? How do you say it? Is it Atsucon?
Yeah, Atsucon. Yep, it's a college convention. It was awesome.
You're a college convention.
Your mom's a college convention.
A nerd comeback if I've ever had
Everyone
one.
wants to flock to my mom if she's a convention. So there you go.
So it's a college convention. So what does that mean? Because I've never been to one. Next month though is Geek Fest, and that's at FAU, which is Florida Atlantic University, and so we're going to that one. But I've never been to one, so that'll be my first one next month.
First college university convention? College university. I'm a genius. University convention.
First college university.
College university.
Oh shoot. Oklahoma, Sarah.
So what does that entail? Tell us. Talk to us about it.
College conventions?
Yeah.
Well, they're really tiny. Well, the college I went to is really tiny. But normally I would assume they're like private-ish because a lot of people don't seem to know as much about the college conventions. And all kinds of different people go to them. It's not really set to just college students. I've seen all kinds of different ages at them. So it's like your average convention, but at a university. That's probably the only difference. And a lot of the panels are actually in classrooms, which could be kind of weird, but you get weird because you see all the cosplayers. It's like, I'm not at college, I'm at a convention. It's cool.
I'd be like, if this is my college, I'd be really weirded out to get into one of those classrooms, to be honest. I'd be like, I don't like being here after hours.
Yeah.
You don't feel that though. It doesn't feel like that. It's weird.
I don't want to go to class today.
You're borderline Mayrin right now.
What?
You're borderline Mayrin.
I learned math in here. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know. So that's cool. So that's kind of interesting because I know that at the convention that I'm going to next month, it's at FAU, but they have a bunch of what do I want to say? They have a bunch of performances happening. So they have like an hour-long performance. They're doing actually a Black Butler themed cabaret and drag show.
Interesting.
Which is interesting.
Cabaret, Black Butler. I could dig that.
It kind of reminds me of that train anime theater train thing we were talking about last week.
Yes. we have to get on that train, so to speak.
Ride the Black Butler train, choo choo.
Oh, Bessie. Oh, Bessie. Oh, Bessie.
Save it for Grell.
I can rock a Grell.
You could.
Rock a Grell accent. I do. On our Snapchats, I totally do.
It's true. Alright, tell us more about that cabaret thing.
So it is a group that that's called the Black Butler Drag and Cabaret Show. So it is a bunch of performers who cosplay as the main characters of Black Butler. So there's a Sebastian, a Grell, a Ciel, a Lizzie, and they do like a cabaret drag show.
Huh.
On a side note, we've had people telling us that the video is set to private. Is there any way that could be like undone? Because I know you're the one that started the thing.
It is on mine. It's
that.
public.
Okay, someone told Sarah that it was private, so I just wanted to make sure that everyone could see it.
Yep, it is. Hold on, let me just double check it.
Kid him, girl. My bad. Sorry, boo. Ain't no thing.
Yeah, it's public. It's public.
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Better safe
All
than
right,
good.
I just went into the bathroom. It's on public, so.
Okay.
But if there are any more issues that come up, we will try and fix them. And
Just let us know.
yeah. But because I just saw in the chat room, we have a chatter, a person watching us live, which means that it is not private, in fact.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right. That was a terrible face I just made.
Winnie, you have glasses on. Oh my god.
I have glasses and glasses, actually. Arg, this is my real. Oh wait, I'm the font. What am I doing? Let's see if I can find some hair. What the
I got locked up.
The fonts. I think
Speaking
the
of
fonts
pirates, when we were at the Renaissance Festival today, they have a whole like section of the Ren Fair that's all pirates, and they have like cannons that you can shoot, and they have what is that called? Where you put
a guillotine?
Yeah, like a guillotine. But then they have one of those other things where they put their prisoners in. They put your arms in your head. What is it? A stock. So you got locked up in the stocks.
I got locked up, and everybody got to see my rear end side.
Rear end side.
I love the stash. It's
very curly.
It's very curly.
So have you guys ever been to a Ren Fair?
when I was 12, this one time.
Oh
I bought
my
pixie dust.
God. What is wrong with you?
So missing out.
You are so missing out.
I mean, I live in Jacksonville, so there's not much happening over here. Just gonna throw that one out there. Throwing it.
But don't you have a convention coming up in a couple months anyway?
Well, the
In May-
convention coming up is, it's like Collecticon or something or other, and it's the
What?
first time it will be debuted, let alone debuted in Jacksonville. And I'm thinking, well, if I go to this, am I gonna be the only one? Like, I don't know. Jacksonville.
There's more going on there than is here. Like,
Well,
just
you
saying.
know what? I'm gonna say, okay, yeah, true, but at the same time, you totally went to a con that was around your area. The closest one I can get to is probably like Tampa, Orlando.
There's
Like,
none in your area,
hours.
Jacksonville?
There's nothing happening in Jacksonville that I know of, and if there is, I don't know how to find out about it.
Go
I know
to
this one shop where people go to Pokemon Duel, but that's kind of all I know about right now.
But if
And
you
I'm not about to go to Pokemon
that's-
Duel.
I have to give you some good advice. If you want to know where to get to, like, figure out where conventions are in your area, there's a huge master post, and let me find the website. But it seriously, it has every single every single convention ever going on right now, and it's awesome. So I'll find that for
I
you.
have that one saved on my phone, by the way. That master convention list is like the
You're-
best invention ever.
I need
Can
to
I
find.
actually, Danielle, can I ask you to put on like one of these effects, like a beard or a monocle? I want to see which head it would go to. You've got two over there. I want to see what would happen. I want to see what would happen.
Wait, what?
Please. I
Oh,
said, why don't like we make Danielle and Xena put on a cake or a beard or something? I want to see which head it would go to because there's two of them in her video feed.
Oh yeah. But if you guys wanted to know the website, it's costume.org.
Yeah.
costume.org. And Danny wins.
Org.
that's a horn.
All right. Oh,
yeah.
it went to
Oh.
Danielle.
So we went to the Renaissance Festival and they have like a whole pirate area. What did we do there? We walked a
A lot.
and we saw this guy playing the bells.
But it was the coolest thing because he had it set up like it was a piano. So he had like 4 of the larger bells on one string, and then he had like 5 of the bells on the other string. It was
So
the
you have to
coolest
think
thing.
about these bells. They're not like little like ding ding hand bells. They're like church bells.
Huh.
Like gigantic bells. And he's got them all in this big wooden box. And
he's
they're all
playing it like a piano.
Yeah, and they're all hooked up to like ropes and he's playing it like a piano. And it was the coolest sound ever. Ever. I have no idea what his name was.
That's awesome. Modern day Quasi. I like it. I dig it.
Right?
He didn't have the hump on his back.
No hump.
He wore a mask though. There was a mask
Like
and
I
he was wearing black.
said, modern day Quasi. You know, they can fix a hump at the age of 4 nowadays. Have a cake.
Oh, it's my birthday.
It's not my birthday.
It was mine.
I know.
What?
Whatever.
My God.
We what else did we do?
The pirates were threatening to take my
Bossy would
and they-
never wear those.
Yeah,
Poor
you're right.
taste.
It is poor taste.
Get the monocle. He'd sooner wear the monocle.
All right. So let's that's enough.
Sorry.
to go back and listen to this on the podcast, and they're going to be like, what are they doing? And they're going to have no idea what we're doing. So, by the way, all of these very interesting silences that are happening are Winnie and Kid'em Girl Cosplay posing. They have these weird effects that you can use on this program that we're doing this on. And you can wear hats or monocles or eye patches and various forms of mustaches and beards.
There's also a birthday cake, just in case everybody wanted to know. That's why I said happy birthday. There was a birthday cake, because it is not in fact my birthday.
It was on Thursday. So
why don't you put the birthday cake on? Darn it.
Because it's enough of the effect.
Oh, boo.
You guys can do whatever you want with that. Renaissance Festival, and it was awesome. And we watched, and these guys were on TV the other day here too. They do this whole show where they jump in mud. Literally, that's like the whole show, and they're hilarious.
Did they have
They dig out this giant pit in the ground.
At the Ren Fest, did they have the walk through like the fairy forest, and did they have the Three Wenches little talk show that's really funny and all that like stuff?
Oh, they had the wenches there.
Yeah, the washing
washing
wenches.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were there. They didn't have like a fairy playground type thing, but they did have like, which they didn't have last year either. They had like a haunted thing that you could walk through.
Yeah, it was like dead bodies.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, this has nothing to do with the Renaissance Festival at all, but it was like
It's
a weird
not even
haunted.
October.
It was creepy.
Not even October. Why did they think that was weird? All right. More power to you, Ren Fest. More power to you.
I don't know. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. We also wanted to talk about, last week we were so caught up in our conversation that we forgot this one topic, and I feel like this is a really good topic to talk about today, especially because we were actually talking about this earlier, and the topic was how we personally get into character, like voices and acting and picking up personas. Like, does it take getting into makeup? Does that do it for you? Does being around a lot of people who are as in character do it for you? Like, what gets you guys into character?
I'm having a hard time with it because this is still new to me. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
It's new, so this is actually going to help Miss Zena here. So hopefully we can give her some tips.
I'm a Padawan.
Sarah, why don't you start? Because you have a lot of personas and they're all different. Why don't you start?
Well, I'm still not very good at getting into cosplay character with Sebastian because my personality in no way correlates to his at all. So it's really tough for me. But for Axel, I'll say that the gloves do it for me. Putting on the gloves, like, because normally I wear a ton of bracelets and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm me. But like when I have the gloves on, I'm like, I'm not me. Whoa. And then like I don't know, it's easier. It's easier for me. But some good ways to get into that character are to remember some key phrases that specific character may have. Like Axel's is that really stupid, like, gotta memorize. So, like, I always think about that, and then I try to take the tones and the way he does it and the excessive body language and put that into how you act in character for that character. It's very specific for him. And for Sebastian, so I'm not very good at acting like him, but for poses at least, very proper, very well-mannered, very, not dainty, but very gentle in a way that you try to present yourself. But it's good to just pay attention to how they act and talk, and that's a good rule of thumb for doing that.
Yeah,
Nice.
One of the ways that I get into character too, like last weekend when I was at Shock Pop Comic Con, I was Edward Scissorhands, And so I rewatched a bunch of clips from the movie to help me get back into that. Because the last time I was Edward was probably, well, like, 2 years ago? And so it had been a while. I mean, I try to watch the movie at least once a year because I love it, and he's one of my favorite Johnny Depp characters ever. But I had kind of lost his persona, and so watching the movie and, like, watching movie clips really helped with that.
What about for, like, voice acting? I know this is going to sound, like, kind of pretentious, and I don't mean it to, but, like, I'm just really good at accents. It kind of comes normally for me. I don't really have to do anything to get into an accent. But I know that is not the case for everybody. Like, for instance, Sarah also tries to do... Get 'em Girl. Sorry, I do that every time. Get 'em Girl attempts to do accents, and they're really good, too, regardless of what she thinks. What do you do to, like, practice for that?
Well, to get into CL, I just think about saying the way he says, like, Sebastian, because it's very specific, and then I can just kind of take from how he says it to say other things. But for Sora, it's a shot in the freaking dark. It is just a shot in the dark for that character. But you just, the same thing, you just think of really very, like, personalized stuff that they say, instead of doing, like I was saying before, for getting into character, but say, and you just go with it. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of talking to yourself. A lot of talking.
And talking to yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, that helps.
I was considering doing Marceline, the Vampire Queen, but it's already kind of an easy cosplay. Like, it is. The guitar would be really hard to make, but it's kind of an easy cosplay.
But hello, face paint or body paint, that's a lot.
Well, what I want to do is I want to get, like, a portable radio and get all of her, like, songs, but, like, without her singing, obviously, so karaoke version of her songs, and I want to go around the con, just, like, sing to random people, because she does that. She just randomly starts singing on the show, and I love that.
That is.
I would want to do that, but that would be really hard. So I'd have to, like, practice doing that.
You should tell people who that character is, because people are like, Marceline the what now?
Marceline the Vampire Queen is from Adventure Time, because I am a child. I love Adventure Time. I love regular show. All of these are on Cartoon Network. So if you just Google Adventure Time, you can find Marceline the Vampire Queen. You can see her cosplay, and I'm sure you can find videos of her singing if you say Adventure Time Marceline singing on YouTube or something. There should be so many videos of her. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing that. It would just take a lot of practice, I think. And confidence, because not everyone's going to want to run around singing to strangers.
You'd be surprised.
Unless you're me, naturally.
With the funky hat and the dress with the no teeth, I kind of, right? Yeah.
So, Zena was planning on doing something this year too. What were you gonna say? What were you doing?
So I have 3 ideas for my Halloween costumes this year. And I'm tossing around these ideas, debating on which one to do, and I need your opinion. First one's going to be a female version of...
That was awesome. That was so well timed.
Timing. First one's going to be a female version of Two-Face.
Ooh, okay.
Second one is a female version of Hellboy.
Done.
Ooh, done. I like that one the most.
My third, and it's going to be a huge project if I decide to go ahead and do it, is a centaur.
Say that one. Say that again.
She wants to be a centaur.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I thought, honestly, I heard SIM card, and I was like, what?
You want to be?
I was like, how the hell is she gonna portray a SIM card? Who acts like a SIM card? Who wants to be a SIM card? Not even SIM cards want to be SIM cards. I'm glad
It's gonna
it's
be
a
a
centaur
centaur.
and not
Oh
a
my
sim
God.
card. Very happy about that. Centaur would be
A centaur.
that.
This
That
is
would be
awesome.
awesome.
I agree with
That would be
Centaur. But we have a question from the audience. Somebody said, have you guys ever seen animal cosplays?
That's a good question, considering I would
Ever
think
seen
a
what?
centaur is.
Animal cosplays.
Have you ever seen animal cosplays? Like animals, like people
Animal
being animals. Yes. Like someone dressed up as a
I did my
raccoon
pink
or a
box.
cat.
Yeah.
I mean, furries.
Actually, she
Those are cool.
I was a pink box.
Awesome.
she was the pink fox.
Would you consider Cheshire Cat being an animal cosplay? Because that is an animal and
Yes.
it is cosplay. Because I know
We've
Vinyl
both
Kitty
been
does.
animals then. She's been a pink fox, and I've been a Cheshire cat.
Hey!
Hey!
I'm the Fonz today. I have to keep up with it, you guys. Whatever. Don't hate. Don't hate, appreciate.
I appreciate
That's Fonz's real phrase for life. I know it because I'm the Fonz. Oh, I know. I'm funny. Anyway. Yeah, I haven't actually seen, besides Vinyl Kitty's Cheshire Cat, I haven't seen people dressed up as animals, but I'm also the one that has not gone to as many cons as everyone else, so.
Hey guys. They meant
Yeah.
to see people dressing up their animals.
So,
So.
on that note,
I feel dumb.
dressing up their animals. Well,
Good God. I'm beating myself up.
the cat that you always see.
Well, we
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But I'm not saying anything.
No, Vinyl Kitty was about to speak. No? All right. I'll just keep talking then. I really am obsessed with my cat Wolfgang, and if anyone watches the feed and sees an orange cat on here versus my face, that is Wolfgang. And I have a sailor costume for him. I have yet to get it on him because the hat is too big, so I'm waiting for him to grow. So, does that count? I think it should.
It should. I think it
It should. My little sailor kitty.
I feel like an idiot. It's like, have you guys seen people cosplayers?
Have you guys seen, okay, well, how about this? Have you seen animals at conventions, like for cosplays?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No.
How about you guys? Vinyl Kitty, Xena?
wait. What is it?
I don't know if you've been keeping up, but they had Sarah, oh gosh darn it, Kid'em Girl, has made a mistake, and they meant have you seen anybody dress up their animal, not dress up as an animal, but dress up their animal in cosplay.
Oh, have you dressed up your dog?
No.
No.
Have you guys seen
No.
animals at cons to accentuate cosplays? Huh?
I haven't been to a con where I've seen an animal in cosplay. No.
Or to add, like, have you seen an animal at a con at all? Like, not necessarily dressed up, but somebody could bring their dog because, you know, they want to be Rhinoa from Final Fantasy, and she's totally got a dog.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. No, I haven't. Actually.
It would be cute. I'm just asking if anyone's seen it.
The only animals, I mean, I've seen like what are they? Like support dogs. You know what I mean?
Like seeing eye and
Like seeing eye dogs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've seen them, but the only like kind of animals that I've seen at cons, like the last con that I went to, there was a girl. She was dressed up. I don't even know what character she was. She was amazing. She won the costume contest overall. and she had
Nice.
this little pet pig that she had made, this little pink pig on like a little cart with wheels that she had like a string attached to it, and it like followed her around.
Oh my
But it
god!
wasn't a
I'm just freaking out
pig
because
she
it
made.
sounds so cute. Oh my god. That is adorable. I want a teacup pig. I want a teacup pig, but Wolfgang would run away from me. So that's not happening.
He wouldn't have that dog.
He would not
He
have
don't
it.
have
He'd
it.
be like, what is that? And why is it in my bed? Excuse you. I already let you in here.
It's a good Wolfgang impression.
Thank you. I think I sound just like him.
I thought so.
So I
I
want
hope so.
to go back to this topic too about what gets us in our character. For me, like I get kind of in character once I have on the makeup and the costume and all of that, but like really getting to the event and then being around a bunch of other people in character puts me really, really into
It's like
character.
a different world. It is legit a different world.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's like my favorite thing when people are excited. And too, like I get into character a lot when someone calls you by the name of your character.
Yes.
Oh,
Like when I
yeah.
cosplay Belle and I go to conventions and I'll be walking around la, 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 with my giant chainsaw, like being Vinyl Kitty as Grell, la, 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 walking around. And then all of a sudden someone shouts, Grell! And I'll turn around real quick and like have a complete Grell reaction without even thinking about it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Like, if people were to say, like, when I'm Axel, people, sometimes they call me Axel, or sometimes they, like, scream, got it memorized, I turn around and go, get your own line, jerk, and it's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then we were talking, what me and Xena were talking about today was actually, we secretly have this wish to just work at Ren fairs.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
We just went to the Ren fair and we were like, we want to live here! So we were talking to a couple of the people there saying, hey, how did you get into this? What do you have to do? Do you like put in a resume? Like how do you
You put in a resume.
so
Valid question. I really think that's a valid question.
right? I didn't ask the question actually. She asked all the questions and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. That's
So,
wonderful.
I was there for support. I don't know. I don't know. So,
But honestly, like when you get around all these people and they're just dressed in these outfits, and you're just like, you want to be around it like all the time.
yeah, I don't live in there.
You
So,
want to set up a tent and just live there.
like,
Have you guys heard of post-con depression?
what is it?
Post-con depression, it's where you're, like, so happy and so caught up in this new world that after it's all over, you don't know what to do with yourself. It's called post-con depression. PCD.
I have that.
Very, very bad.
I totally have that right now. Actually, I usually will go to work the next day and I'm still so hyped up from the con and I'm so like still in character. It actually takes me like into the next day to kind of come down and like get out of my character. That like my coworkers are like, "Did you go to a con yesterday? Because you're real. What's wrong with you?
I feel kind of sad.
You're up here. You need to bring it down here." But so we had literally just been talking about like, oh, I need to learn to get into character. I need to learn this. I need to learn that. And some woman goes up to her and goes, "Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Do you know? Are you ready?" And she like gets right up. "Are you ready? Are you prepared?" And she's
No.
like, "Prepared for what?" And she goes, "Do you know the Xena call?"
And I was like, yes. I totally nailed it with her. It was so funny.
And they did the Xena call together.
That's
Really loud.
wonderful.
Really
Why
loud.
wasn't it filmed? Why wasn't it Snapchatted? Why don't we have solid proof of this? I'm upset with you all. Why don't you?
Yeah.
Should you explain what the Xena call is to our listeners?
She's just gonna do it.
I can do
Oh,
it.
It's gonna be
yes.
really loud.
It's
Okay,
gonna
ready?
be extremely loud, just so you know. You
I'm
ready?
so
Like
excited.
warning.
Do it.
1, 2, 3.
It's wonderful. I braced myself. I was like, wait, should I cover my ears? Wait, nah, it's gonna be loud on their end. I got this. It'll be okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I was like, what do you mean you need help getting into character? You're fine.
You're an asshole.
The funny thing
I really
is that
think it's something about being in character, but being in character in the zone, so to speak. Like, that creates a whole new, like, I guess, feeling. So getting into character, kind of that worry you have once you step in past the threshold into that new world, quote unquote, from Sarah, Kingdom Girl. I think that helps a lot too. So shut up. So, like, getting into cosplay, if you haven't gotten actually into your character, feel like getting to the con or getting to the Ren Fair, getting to wherever you're going is gonna help you a lot too. The atmosphere probably helps a ton.
Oh yeah. Like
Oh, yeah.
today this is my second convention. Well, actually it's my first convention technically, because my first one going as Sebastian was at Knoxville Anime Day, which was not technically a convention, just fun. And I wasn't comfortable to be in character, but then I saw this girl wearing like a cat outfit, and I came up to her. I was like, "What supple ears you have! Oh my goodness!" And it was funny. Like, I wasn't in character. It was just I don't know. Because in case you guys don't know, Sebastian is like crazy about cats, and he's weird that way when he sees cats. So it was funny.
It's wonderful.
She was like,
He loses his cool around cats.
You could say that when Sebastian sees the cat, he is embracing his true self. In a way, Sebastian is getting back into character. Think about it. Think about it.
wondering.
I had no idea for that deep thought.
You know, girl, I got your back. I got yo back. Yo back. I got it.
All right.
What else? What else? So then she was asking the king, because, you know, when you're at the Ren Fair, there is always a king.
And a queen.
Oh, there's always those knights, a bunch of knights, and sometimes you've got that Joker on stilts. You've got all these cool people.
We didn't see many people on stilts. I don't think we saw anyone on stilts.
They didn't have a lot of people on stilts this year.
We
That's
did
okay,
have
because sometimes they mess with you instead, and you're like, don't play that game. You're stilts. You're gonna fall on my face, and I don't like it.
We did have a lot of very interesting people who were very, very, very much in character, which is always awesome, because when you're in character with them, you can't help but also be in character. Here's the king. Can you see him?
Can you see it?
Put your hand over it to create a shadow so the glare is gone. Or not. Maybe I'm just
You keep talking.
Okay, there it is. Wait, no. Talk. You guys
So
talk.
this is the king and I.
Ooh!
King.
That's a book!
What?
I don't know what you
I
just
said,
said.
that's a movie! That's a book! The King and I. Everyone dies! Just kidding. Just
Got it.
kidding.
I laughed. I giggled. So we were talking to the king, and we were like, well, how do you get into this? And he was saying that he started in 2005. So he's been doing it for 10 years, and he really just wanted to, like,
He just loves it.
yeah, he loves it. But what did he start as? He really just wanted to
He
be
started
like
as a
bouncer.
jousting security.
Yeah, he just wanted to be like jousting security. That's all he wanted to do. And they put him in one of the bands. He was like a musician or something. and now he's a king.
And,
Oh, wow.
and I found my future husband, but I don't know his name. You ready for this? Look. God dang it.
He was also totally in character.
Absolutely. Totally in character. Yeah.
Back it
So,
up a bit.
Yeah. And so we were asking him, and he said that they actually do like classes for it.
and you have to have an audition.
And you audition to be a part of it. So, like, you do however so many classes for whoever's interested, and you learn and you get in character and you feed off of each other, and they teach you how to do the voices and the different characters and the different times, and then you audition for the part, and they put you wherever they think that you would be the best. So you could audition for the king or the queen, but you could end up working at a beer booth.
That's still cool, though. Seriously.
Yeah.
Did they
Yeah.
have the? I know this is like kind of off topic. What?
I'm going to research it. Like, I'm going to try.
Oh, you'll succeed. Wait. Actually, forget my question. The new question is, what would you audition for? I've got to hear it. What would you want to like be?
I don't know.
And you both look at each other and you don't say anything. Oh my
I
god.
don't know. Because honestly, like, if I could be in my Xena outfit, that would be amazing. Like, I would do it all the time, every weekend, if I could. Because I work.
You can just be. You can be a warrior, like a
Exactly.
warrior. Yeah, dude.
A warrior.
I really. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I really think if you showed up in your Xena cosplay and just auditioned for the role of like warrior / Xena, I think they would. I don't think they would have anything to say about that. That'd be cool.
The other thing is that everybody that we've seen at the Ren Fair, everybody literally said Xena. They're like, I love your Xena. You're
That's
Xena.
awesome.
And I'm like, thank you.
Dude, yes. Every Ren Fair needs one of you. Perfect.
So what else? Oh, I really loved the costume. I don't know if I should say. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna talk about it. There's a guy that walks around at this Renaissance festival with one of the coolest costumes ever, and he has a cart, and in the cart he has adult beverage flavored popsicles.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Like, I had the best margarita popsicle today that I
That's
ever
awesome.
had.
I want to
I
go
don't think
just
I've ever had
get one of
margarita popsicle.
those.
I had a strawberry margarita popsicle.
It was
So
awesome,
did he
but
have
that's
just like?
the coolest costume.
Wait, what was the coolest costume?
The guy who was selling the margarita popsicles.
What was he dressed as?
He had on like black leggings and like a long black tunic shirt thing with like some white stripes on it, and then he had this giant feather shoulder piece, like giant, like feathers everywhere. But everybody who knows me or knows my cosplays knows how much I love feathers. Feathers on it. Feather or buckles. I'm really big into buckles too. I like buckles.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, I'm falling! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Hello?
I'm technical difficulties. Quitting, you okay? Oh God! Get me out of here!
Okay.
Thank you.
So we have come to the conclusion that the things that really help us the most get into cosplay are being around people who are also cosplaying and super into it, being named by name, or of the character that you're cosplaying as, getting into the costume itself always helps, and
Getting into the atmosphere.
yeah, because it's hard. Like, it's for me at least, it's hard for me to like get super into a character if I'm just like putting on the makeup and sitting around in my house. You know what I mean? Like before the show comes on and I'm in like a character, like if I'm Grell, I'm like into it, but by the time I get on the show and I'm with Kid and Girl Cosplay, who's Sebastian, and like we feed off of each other, then I get super into it.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Does it help to like pretend to do their accents, or is that just me? Because if an accent is involved, I'm like there wholeheartedly. But again, I love accents. I'm good at them. I like to do them. That would get me going at least. Like doing the accent and then like getting into the cosplay, I'd feel like that person.
It would definitely help, but personally, I'm not confident enough to start using accents to be in character. I'm not at that point yet. That's just me.
I have to. That's like
I
my
want
thing.
to, but
Oh, we have a question. Going to cons by yourself versus the cosplay group versus with just friends, which is more fun? And he didn't know how to form that question, but I'm pretty sure they did just fine.
That's a really good question, actually.
Yeah, so like, would you go to a con by yourself and say that's the most fun you've had, or would you say going with your group as like the cosplaying group, aka Sebastian and CL, or would it be more fun just to go with a bunch of friends? I think this is a better question for you two or you three, because I've been to one con and it's just been with friends. So,
I think
what do you
friends.
guys like to do more, or even with relatives? Because I know Vinyl Kitty goes with our sister, like, to cons. So what to you guys is the most fun going to cons?
I go to cons with friends, but the thing with me and my friends is that my friends are usually cosplaying as well. Sometimes we're doing group cosplays where we're like kind of cosplaying in the same
Category.
game or movie or show or whatever. And then but other times we're just cosplaying together in general. And I think that's always fun. Like because I just kind of steampunked myself out, so I'm just kind of steampunk and regal looking today, except for right now, not so much on video, but I looked regal earlier, and then I was with Xena here, who's all warrior princess, has a sword and stuff. She's all like badass and tough. But we had such a good time, even though we're two totally separate ends of the spectrum as far as characters. We had an awesome time.
I think it depends on who you go with. Like, if you have a good friendship, that's a different story. Like, I think having that connection with good friends and just having a great time and being yourself is the key thing to anything. I mean, if you go to a cosplay and just do it with somebody that's not really into it, then I can see that would be a little bit of a downer.
It's harder to get into.
It's hard to get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're in a character, like if you are in cosplay and you go with like a couple friends, maybe one of them is in cosplay but the rest aren't, I feel like that already wouldn't be the most exciting thing because they're sitting there like, oh god, now we have to stop and pause for pictures, or oh god, they're doing those accents again or something.
And it
Like,
has happened. Like, I've been around here.
what
I
happened?
was going to say about that.
I mean, the only con. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
What?
No. Yeah, Kid 'em Girl. Yeah, go.
I went to an Oxford Anime Day last year, and there was somebody who was in completely Slytherin attire, but I wouldn't consider it to be full cosplay.
That is
But
cosplay.
it was an absolute blast. She was amazing. She was a blast. She was great.
10 points to Slytherin. Yes.
And she wasn't even in cosplay. She was going with all the character references. She was pretending to make fun of people in character. She was photobombing. Like, even if you're not in character or cosplay, you can still you can be a ton of fun. Just depends.
Good point. Good point.
That is a really good point.
I was Axel last year at MomoCon, and my friend was a little sister from BioShock, so completely separate, and we still had fun, you know?
Yes.
It honestly is. It depends on who you go with, and if you have that just the same category of liking to be in characters. It doesn't have to be necessarily the same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I think ultimately, regardless of who the person is or what group you're in, they need to they need to feel the same way, because you are there for like certain things, certain aspects of the con, and if they're there for like one thing, like for instance comic book people versus anime people, those two don't mesh sometimes. Sometimes comic book people don't like anime, and if you are there for anime, you are not going to have the best time because you're going to have to split your attention. And who the hell wants to do that when you're like, anime everything? You don't want to do that to yourself. You need to stop drinking when I'm talking, because I feel like it's just going to come out of your nose and onto your laptop, and that's not good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what was I gonna? Yeah, because I went with Allie, and I was Edward Scissorhands, and Allie was Aquaman, and it was super fun because I had my because we both had weapons, if you will. Like I had my Scissorhands, and she had a trident. So there were a bunch of people, like me and her, were like play arguing at one point, like just literally just me and her in a corner going, no, no, and she was like trying to stab me with the trident, and I'm like going at her with the scissors, and like people us to take pictures of this epic battle between Aquaman and Edward Scissorhands. So I definitely, like you were saying, I definitely think that it has to do with the people that you go with, as long as you are into the same thing somewhat. Like, I go with a friend to a lot of cons here. One friend in particular who will cosplay. She doesn't go all out cosplay like me or Kidum Girl do a lot of times, or you, because you go all out all the time too. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it, right? That's my mind. But
there's only one way to do it, and that's all out.
And so she'll like do it, but she does like her cutesy ones. Like I was the Cheshire Cat, and she was Luna from Sailor Moon. And so she wore like a purple dress, and she had like the little purple ears, and she like painted the little thing on her forehead, and she was adorable, and everyone knew exactly who she was. And like we had our little photo positions, and she did her little thing, and I had mine, and they were super cute. And people would stop me and ask me for pictures, and it was cool if they would ask me to take pictures or her to take pictures, because if one of us wasn't in it, then we would at least get to take pictures of the other person. Because we went today, and we got home, and we're like, we have no pictures of us together at all. Like, not even one.
not one. Nope,
That's
none.
awful. That's awful.
We have tons of pictures of, like,
Us separate,
us
doing
separately,
separate things,
but none of us together.
I always find it hard. I always forget to take pictures with the people I actually go with. I'm like, oh, you look cool. Oh, you look cool. I completely forget about the person I actually go with.
Exactly.
Get caught up in the moment. But hey, sometimes that's the best part. Sometimes it doesn't bother the other person because they're just getting as lost as you are.
It's all about
Yeah.
It enhances the experience. You can always take a picture later on if if you're still in cosplay and you don't forget about it. But
That's what selfies are for. Selfies. Cosplay selfies are good selfies.
yeah, and then you could just paste them together and make a collage. It's just the same thing.
I have so many Cheshire Cat Luna selfies, it's ridiculous. So many.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous in the best way.
What was that?
I said it's ridiculous in the best way.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Of course you didn't hear me. You never listen. You never listen.
Oh, God.
You know.
So I think that completely Bravo! Do we want to do, do we want to do show and tell now?
Yeah, I think we do.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Can I go first?
I already
You
did
can
my
go
show and
first,
tell.
yeah.
I did my show and tell when I showed you what I was wearing today. Legitimately, my shirt. There you go. You're welcome, everyone.
All right, guys. Can I show you?
Yeah, do it.
Don't
It's your
tell
turn.
anyone. Don't tell him. I'm taking a risk here, but if my boyfriend watches this, I got this for him for his birthday.
Aw.
An octopus wearing a top hat.
It's so cute, too. I want an octopus with a top hat.
It took them 3 hours to crochet this, and then they hot glued the little hat to it when I bought it.
It's so
That is
perfect.
so
Really hard.
Wait, are the legs squiggly?
Yeah, it's a Cthulhu.
So for the people who are listening who don't know what a Cthulhu is, can you explain it? 'Cause
What
they're
was
not-
that? What?
Explain it. What is it for the people who can't see it?
Cthulhu is a mythical creature, closely resembles an octopus, but huge and really scary looking. But this one, what I'm showing, is really adorable. It's a little crocheted stuffed animal. It's not stuffed, it's crocheted. And it's got a little top hat on it, and it's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So, you know.
It is really cute. So it's like kind of like, if you also still don't know what that is, it's kind of like the Kraken.
Yeah.
But cuter. A little cute and a little top hat and a little ooh.
Oh, guys, we have another question.
Oh.
Hello.
Okay.
All right. Do you actively look for other cosplayers of the same game, anime, manga, comic, etc.?
And how do you find people that want to cosplay these things? Because I know that's sometimes a dilemma to find a cosplayer to be your other, like, half, aka Grell and Bassie, or Bassie and CL.
Let's have a round
Just
of
to add
applause
to
for
that
question.
question. Yeah, to add to that question.
That question. If I'm at a con, I don't know. I'm so like into who I'm cosplaying at that moment that even someone like remotely reminds me of a character that's in that same show, I'm like, "Ugh," and I like freak out on them. And I usually try to take a picture with anybody who is in a cosplay that's of the same show. Like I always try to do that. And for some reason, they always, the last couple cons that I've gone to where I was Grell, people have been like, oh, you're the second Grell I've seen. There's another Grell, and that Grell looks like such and such. And so I like spend the rest of my day trying to find that Grell.
That girl has to be slain. I am the better Grell. That's what I would
No!
do. I'm just kidding.
That's sad. I mean, I'm a really awesome Grell, I have to say, but like, I love to see other people cosplaying the same thing because they might be doing something that I'm not doing, or you know, I might be inspired by something that they've done, or vice versa. You know, but I like
Not to be completely biased towards your Grell cosplay, Vinyl Kitty, but I'm just gonna say it. You embody that character. You have the freaking Death Sith or whatever. Like, you have everything. You embody it and you bring it every time. Of course you're one of the best Grells we know. Don't get it twisted. You already know this.
I try. I'm. Yes, exactly. In words this time. I try to not be vain. You know what I mean? Like I try to be as humble as I can.
That's why I'm here for you. I'll be vain for you.
That there's
Easily.
always room to grow in any character that you're doing. Like no matter what you're doing, if you've done it 100 million times, if you've done it once, if you haven't even done it but you own the costume for it, there's always a way to like improve upon it.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. And hey, like if you meet another one of your character at a con and you both exchange tips, like that's probably awesome as well. If you're like, oh, well, I love how you did this person's eyebrows. Like, I just can't get mine right. How did you do that? Oh, I did this and this and this. And how did you make your Death Sith? Because I've been trying to find some things to put together, and it's just not working. So I use some scissors instead. Like,
Keep in touch with people. What I always do, you always exchange Tumblrs. It's like the cosplay rule. It's not Facebook. It's not Instagram. It's not whatever other social media. Twitter. You exchange Tumblrs. That's just what you do at conventions, and it helps to keep that contact with those people and make friends. That's from my experience.
Yeah, absolutely. What else? Like one of the girls that I met, they were like, "Where did you get your teeth?" And I was like, "My awesome sister Winnie got them for me."
hair flip.
But then like when we pose for the pictures, I have my couple of Grell poses that I always do. And then this person had the cutest Grell pose with the scissors ever, and I was like, stolen. That's gonna be mine.
So are you gonna bring like some scissors? Oh, I think we already discussed this. When you don't want to walk around with your giant prop, do you like put scissors in your pockets just because you're like, I'm gonna go put the Death Sith in my room or scythe or whatever, and I'm gonna use some scissors today. There we go. Because
Exactly.
William T. Spears took it away. AKA, it's in my hotel room.
I William T. Spears.
William T. Spears is just jealous.
Oh, I have something else for show and tell.
Let's see.
I have a pocket watch,
Oh, finally!
Yeah.
We're needing one.
and it flips up, and you have the time.
Nice. Sebastian, you're finally ready to tell me what time it is when I'm being a pain in the ass CL.
Exactly.
Or a Grell that only wants to hear it's time for love. I love the monocle.
Time for love.
Go
That
buy
was
a monocle now. Go buy a monocle. You need one.
Watch go together perfectly.
Right?
The monocle is in the middle of your forehead. You look like a freaking cyclops.
The pocket watch that you have always reminds me of the hidden Alice in Wonderland episode where
What time is it?
Sebastian is the
Always
white rabbit.
checking his
Third
pocket.
o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. This girl is obsessed with Alice in Wonderland.
Why wouldn't you be?
Not really.
Why
Because-
wouldn't you be?
Because
There's
it's
no
amazing.
reason.
There's no reason at all.
Excellent.
All right, so show and tell. Do you want to do your show and tell, or do you want me to do my show and tell? You want to show the sword? Here, okay, I have to move this to get one of my show and tells out. Here, hold that. Just hold that up.
Hi. Hi.
Two books lower. Okay, I have a couple things. So, I got also, because I showed you guys the cosplay book already last week, but then I also got these books for my birthday too. The official handbook of the Marvel Universe.
Ooh.
I know! If you want to be a superhero, it's got all the Marvel characters in it. So let's see. Let's go with, I don't know.
Ew, it does have everybody in there.
I don't know who this is, but she looks awesome. Right there. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
What is it?
Talk. So anytime you show us something, talk so we can see it. Otherwise, we're gonna be like, "Ooh, cool," and then we don't see it anymore.
Is that her? How you say her name? CLEA, and that's her outfit.
Clea?
CLEA, yeah.
Leah.
So it literally has all of the Marvel characters in here.
That's
And
awesome.
cool. There's also
Even the like obscene, obscure, no one knows Marvel characters.
No, it's got all of them. Like Captain America is in there.
That's wonderful.
Everybody.
With all of them, every single one, and all the obscure ones. It's a cool book.
Very cool.
Very awesome.
I'm the best boyfriend ever. I just,
Ew, shut up. I hate mushy.
Doesn't have cooties, Winnie. Gosh.
I actually disagree. I think Jamie totally has cooties. Sorry, Jamie, if you can hear this, I love you.
I also got this really cool book.
Oh!
The 30th Anniversary Capcom Character Encyclopedia.
That's wonderful.
So every character from Capcom games for the past 30 years.
Very
All of
cool.
them. So like all the Street Fighter characters are in here.
Ooh.
Resident Evil, Darkstalkers, all of them. It's
That's
I know,
awesome,
now
though.
we're gonna look at the book. It's a really it's a really cool book. And I have one more. Because I'm super, super proud of it.
She should be. It is awesome.
And I worked really, really hard on it. I made an umbrella. And
I love the umbrella. The parasol, it's so cool. Was it a hit at the Renfest?
Yes.
yes. And everyone wanted to stand in my shade. So this is the handle. I think it's brass and pearl handle. It's like a really beautiful vintage handle, and I did it in this like black and gold kind of damask print. And it opens, but it's gigantic, so I'm not going to open it. And I lined it with like this lace on the bottom. But it's
Let's see if I can get. I have a picture of it. Let me see if I can get it and show everybody. I just don't know if it's gonna turn out.
It's fine. If not, that's okay.
Here.
Do it one more again. Talk.
Does everybody see it? There it is. It's open, and then I have one with it like this of it.
Yeah, it's gigantic. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got like a 4.5 foot span. It's so much bigger than I thought it was gonna be because the handle is so short. And the
Hey,
comes down most of the handle.
we should probably probably mention that Kid'em Girl has been disconnected. She just texted me. Somebody in the household that she is residing currently has shut off the Wi-Fi. Therefore, she is. I'm going to say goodbye for her because she got forced off. So, goodbye, Kid'em Girl. She's no longer with us.
Sorry about that. So we have one more, and then we'll end the show because she worked really hard on it, and it's really cool prop for her costume because, prop troopers, and we're big into props. So proptroopers.com did not make this, but proptroopers.com supports this prop. This is Xena's weapon.
My weapon of choice.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
So long!
Yeah. The fans approves.
Yeah. So that's that.
I love it.
She made like a little holster on her back to put it on her.
I have a leather strap that I hold on to that it's attached to my costume.
Oh wow. And then you just put it and you put it so you can go like this and be like, Braveheart, I will slash you, blah 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 blah.
Exactly.
Hey, welcome back, Kid'em Girl. She came back just to say goodbye.
What did I miss?
You missed Xena's sword. Maybe if she's nice, she'll show you again if you ask with cherries on top.
May I please see with cherries on top?
And sprinkles.
Oh man, did you make that?
Keep talking so she can see it.
Actually, I got it. I bought it, and then what I did is I actually painted it and I customized it. So I added I added metallic paint to it, and I faux polished it, and added a whole bunch of stuff to it. It took me a good couple hours to add on to it.
It's really
Give us a
cool.
Really cool.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, proptroopers.com supports that.
I made
Yes.
my outfit though. If that helps.
If I'm not mistaken, proptroopers.com, if you proptroopers@gmail.com, if you had any custom inquiries, like if you wanted a sword like that and you just didn't know what to do, you could probably ask them. They make a lot of custom content and things like that. So
Yeah. Or now,
well,
because
that one,
I'm also a parasol expert. So if anyone
yeah.
wants a parasol,
That's amazing.
I got them.
I really want a parasol. I want a red
Yeah.
black tassels. I could be Madam Red.
Let's
you
go
guys.
as a cosplay group of different parasols. Just have cool parasols and just hold them.
Yeah, let's find the
Yeah.
anime. Let's find the anime where your superpower is found within a parasol, and we'll all just pick a character based on their color and do it.
Princess Peach.
Place your lights
And
on
if
the
there isn't one,
push a button like
It's Princess Peach, you guys.
out with Blizzard.
Princess.
Pretty awesome.
Perfect.
Right. So that's going to be our next group cosplay when we all get together, because we all live in totally different areas. But when we all get together, we're going to have a parasol group cosplay. If anyone wants to be in on that, email us.
I have a kitty.
You have a kitty.
Kitty.
All right. So
He has a bow tie.
we're only usually, I know, he wears a bow tie. We only usually do these podcasts for an hour. We went for an hour and 15 minutes tonight because we were so excited and we had a guest tonight. And three of us just got back from festivals and conventions. We had a lot going on. But I know we all want to thank you for tuning in, and this will probably be up on iTunes. I think it's on iTunes for download tomorrow. If you want to download the podcast, you can. Oh, it'll be up tonight. I was just informed. I was wrong. It'll be up tonight. And go ahead and check out our Facebook pages, Vinyl Kitty Cosplay on Facebook, and Kid'em Girl Cosplay on Facebook. I also have pictures of the parasol on there too, if you want to see the full thing on Vinyl Kitty. And I know
if you have an Instagram, Prop Troopers Instagram, you can see all the custom props on there.
And Kid'em Girl,
baby.
Wolfgang says, meow!
Kid'em Girl, you're gonna have pictures from your con up there later this week.
What?
You're gonna have pictures on your Facebook page from your convention that you just went to later this week.
Yes, I should. They're on my personal profile right now, but I'll be getting them on my actual page pretty soon.
Awesome. So everyone go ahead, check out Prop Troopers on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr. Check out Kid'em Girl Cosplay. Check out Vinyl Kitty Cosplay. Both of those on Facebook. And we will see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for watching and listening. Everything.
Bye, everybody.